His Krystles Method. I'm just real talk. I got my notes. I've got my art. I've got everything in a million directions. I've been trying to like prepare, I guess, so to speak, for what I'm within my spirit. So all I can say is, I love you. I truly do. And if you are ugly, you'll get what's coming to you. But I forgive you. I forgive you. And to those with love and compassion, like me, I love you. And thank you. I especially thank those that have taken the bold step to reach out like this and give messages, because I have enormously grateful venues that I have been able to receive. My confirmations, I guess. I don't believe everything I hear. I listen between it, and whatever I feel, I apply it. And even if I'm wrong with me feeling something because something's off, it's okay, because I wrote the story. So I didn't prep for this for nothing. And I say that with the whole idea that we are our co-creators. This is our personal video game. What kind of game you want? I love for peace on earth. But yeah, this is motherfucking devil's playground, and the devil seems to like my ass. So real quick, I come with my method, my dose for free, no charge. Caution, you must listen with caution. You're going to probably have to push pause or rewind to actually receive the message, because there's a lot of energy and people shut down after so much. But either or, you're going to hear it different every time. This is a warning. So, however, you may need to watch it again. I try to speak to so many languages, in so many ways. You might not remember what I said, you might not remember what I did, but you're going to remember how I made you feel. And to me, that's all I've ever cared about. And the whole time I'm loving people, I'm receiving like the evil. But then when I'm done and I realize, Krystal, wake up, then they realize they love me. So anywho, okay, so we're gonna start off with, my name is Krystal Anderson. I'm a 42-year-old white female. 5 years ago, on May 22nd, 2015, I was at Burger King. I had a family dispute. I brought a pellet gun. It wasn't even on my persons. Long story short, an officer broke in the door, pointed his gun at me, said, "Get on the floor, or drop your weapon, drop your weapon." And I held my hands up. I'm like, I don't have it. It's on the table. He shot within 3 seconds being inside. He unloaded 3 clips, shot at me 36 times. He hit me 12 with a 45. He ran out of his ammo, so he went to his personal weapon, Glock 22. Well, we'll just say he was 6 feet away from me. He's certified in mass destruction. He became a cop on 420. He's also the cop that did not shoot me. Officer Demings did. The black officer, yeah. I could describe him to the T. I was alert all the way to the hospital. And they're putting it off on this white individual. And what's kind of funny is, when you call into work with some excuse and then that shit happens. Well, let's just say if you look up Christopher Bonner, 1 year after this incident, he was on a high-speed chase out of jurisdiction, and he T-boned a lady. and he broke both of his legs, and she broke both of her arms. I have all these pictures to follow through. I'm trying to, they're not next to me, but for now you can Google it. Just look up on YouTube, Christopher Bonner. Craziness, right? And again, he was on administrative leave with pay. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Floyd died the way he did. To be honest with you, he's not suffering anymore, number one. There's corrupt people in all areas. Okay, the people that fought for our country were all different races. And why divide now? Why give the government, why give them motherfuckers reasons to get in our skin? Do we not realize, have we not comprehended yet that we're supposed to come together? I mean, fuck, I don't have no family and friends that, you know, are on a regular basis. But I damn sure love more than a motherfucker will. That's real. So Mr. Floyd's not here to tell the story. So I am. And unfortunately, people have this problem. They'll love you when you're gone. And they don't know how to love you till you're dead. But how this story continues to, it's a spiritual journey. And I thank God I had my legs my whole life. I was a dancer. And there's my legs. I was a dancer. I lived my life. I lived it. When I was shot, I started healing right then. Like, I didn't even bleed much. I went to jail from the hospital. I had one arm because this arm almost got blowed off. I had one arm and I'm handcuffed. No legs. No messed up arm. Handcuffed. I got out around my birthday, which my birthday is July 3rd, you guys. July 3rd. Alright, so I go to jail. I anonymously get bonded out on Christmas Day. And while I was in jail, I always had, like, church. And people would tell me, I came here to meet you. And I kind of felt some type of way about it. Because, you know, I would take, what do you call that? The church in the jail. That person. Well, I was taking the class. And there was something that I noticed. In my motion of discovery, in like 5 of the reports, it says the only things that I said, you know, after I was shot was I was thirsty. I wanted a drink. What a peace I felt of a, like, because I died that night and I was on life support, and my wonderful sister made sure she came to the hospital and sat right by my side to make sure that I died. I found out she put a passcode on my name so nobody could even call and check on me. Isn't that nice? Here I was thinking when I opened my eyes and I seen her, like, oh wow, like we're coming to our senses. No, bitches was trying to get to her senses. You know what I mean? She will. Anyway, I have 3 sisters, and I'm talking about Auntie Mom, if that matters. So when I got out of jail, before I got out of jail, I had their wheelchair, and I was like, well, what happens when if I get bonded out? What happens? There was a hold on my name, so it was a good thing I had asked, because I had talked to my attorney and he had already got me a chair. So I was like, well, you don't have to hold me, you just dump me out, just let me out of here. I had a, you know, pretty decent experience in jail, because I you know, gained relationships with people. I had the remote control. I was in the infirmary, got no kind of commissary. But anyway, I'm the chick that got the marshals came looking for, and I was in a Tupperware, and they tried to show a picture of a Tupperware like this big under a bunch of wigs. Yeah, that was me in Polk County. And let's say when I got extradited to Orlando, I called my daughter and I'm like, I'm in Orange County. I know, Mom, we watched you. You were on the news. The helicopters followed me. They were in my courtroom. Over a freaking warrant because my attorney quit out of nowhere. After 3 years, he just quit. Okay, I didn't know I had a status hearing. Why I hadn't had to go to, I hadn't heard nothing. So because I didn't go to my status hearing, which was my mom's birthday, I had a warrant. So I go out, I'm at my house, and when I realize it's the police at the door, I go into the subway. I'm talking national news, okay? Legless girl running from the police type shit. Skipping out on bail. So Pasco County held up this picture of me. She's got 28 felonies. Everything they said was an absolute lie. Okay? I mean, everything they said. Only truth that came was when they came at the news time when the marshals came. The thing with Burger King, all the surveillance doesn't work until after the shooting. Then you see them. There was 2 cops there prior to the officer that did the shooting. They were already there. But all in the reports it says how they were a few steps behind him. Well, if this officer had time to unload 3 clips on me, why the hell didn't anybody else shoot? That I don't understand. So again, people are falling into what the government wants. Picketing, rioting. Well, guess what? That's a definition of ignorance, and that's why we are labeled. Look at the dumb shit that we do to try to retaliate. We're not setting a good example. The example would be to turn around and come together, not separate together, to come together. Okay, my prostheses are black. I need them to walk. The police officer shot me. So all of it to me matters. And guess what? All lives matter. Fucking for whatever. My daughter got very upset with me over this because she felt strongly about Black Lives Matter. But here's the thing. We can all cry about who matters, but everything matters. Every single thing. Do you understand? Everything. So why fight about it and just come together and realize, look, I wonder if I can do this. I want to show you something. This blew my mind. Now, if you know about the $20 bills, if you know about the $1 bills with the Twin Towers, okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay. This is the $20 bill. See the mask on his face? Now it says, "Are you woke yet? So you think wearing a mask will protect you from a virus, huh? Well, I got news for you. While the world is screaming I can't breathe over George, do your research and know yourself, first of all. Give us your point of viewing." It's not a coincidence. So, again, this is the $20 bill. To me, it looks like beside him is a horse. A horse's ass. So, Judge D. We were having a 9/11 like every 3 days in death tolls. Is anybody hearing this? Does anybody understand? Do you get it? Like, that's tragic. Over this virus. It leaked out of the lab, or did it come from the seafood restaurants in Wuhan? And I think things started moving back quite efficiently for being so abandoned and burning and doing all that. It is what it is. Yes, I do card readings. I do my pendulum. I pray. I believe in all things. I believe in what I feel to be very true. I have a lot of testimony, but I'm not really so much wanting to point any things. I just wanted to speak freely. And this thing about George Floyd, like, it's personal to me because I live the hell of crawling to the bathroom. Now try to rush to the bathroom when you have to go to the bathroom, and then have your boyfriend or girlfriend what carry you, and it's not. You have to. My whole life, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I don't understand why people are going so hateful and crazy over somebody who is not even suffering anymore. That it's doesn't make any sense. Hello? Hey. What? No, you didn't. Are you okay? Who found? Who found you? Oh my gosh. Wow. What? I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. And yeah, I'm recording on YouTube. Alrighty. Be careful, okay? Okay. I'm in the room. Why? Alright, me too. Bye. I apologize about that. So China, everything we have is from basically China. Where's our leader? When it's election time, and it sure got the fucking attention off the president from getting impeached. Perfect time. And then goes and gives us a bunch of money. That's like giving us a bunch of churches and Bibles and says, here, go pray. Since when is the government on our side about anything? Anyways, what if heaven was hell and vice versa? Stop trying to defund the police. Martial law will be your master. We're all gonna be slaves. It don't matter who the fuck you are. You're gonna be a slave. That's real. Walmarts are closing. The underground bunkers, they're already moving their shit. They're like, look, they close early. Walmart is like the monopoly money. They're like the most of the elite. They're closing down to sanitize. Okay. I don't give a fuck if you agree. I know this is making sense to you, a lot of you. But it's kind of like this. Those that have eyes, let them see. Those who have ears, let them hear. Those who have a mouth, let them speak. However, you need to pay attention. You need to wake up. Stop listening to the outside mess, because it's just distorting yourself from hearing your subconsciousness, the inner voice within you. You've got to once you can hit a point in growth in your spirit and learn how to deviate things, it comes a lot faster. Things start moving. We're trained to hate our own species. We're taught to find grievances. I say I declare war. Let me see. I trust myself and the things I say and feel, and I'm feeling some type of way. My exact feelings about today is everyone and everything has gone insane. That's the truth. Lord, I feel like I disrespect God by even giving them. Look at all the characters they have created. The Santa, the Tooth Fairy, all of it. Why would God and Jesus and the devil look like that? Just happens to be what it might be. Look in the mirror, you know, that might be what it looks like. What I don't understand is we are created in God's image. What the hell are these robots? You know, they're sucking our brains of knowledge to turn around to take our jobs. They're already bullying us, you know. It's good when I come with little doses at a time. I'll give it that. But it's like it takes forever for me to get the comfort, confidence that I need to sit down, because I have OCD. Everything has to be in order. I'm an artist of various forms. My journey of experiences gives me the faith, the confidence, the armor, protection that I have to use, and I share it with you as my life goes. I'm eagerly and willing to assist with any and all kinds of turmoils that you may have. Any doubts, or if I can shed some light and give you echoes, signs, or confirmations that you might seek. I'm aware to some this may mean nothing, but I come with my complete faith and my desire for world peace. And I know it's a lot of work, but taking a step is better than taking none. The worst that can happen is nothing. I know I've created a wave of encouragement and supporters along the way. I won't preach, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do believe in the Word. Even though the devil has put his 2 cents in everything and made the path crooked, but I support faith. In my world, I believe in my God. I have built a very personal relationship with the power that is within. I have a clarity check. Everything starts with the man in the mirror. Hopefully you've experienced your spiritual awakening. If you don't know what it is, you could still experience it. Maybe try looking it up to see what phase you're at. I believe that God knows your thoughts, but the devil can't. So what you speak, make sure you speak positive. Claim it. Claim your healing, and watch. People ask for the wrong things. That's why everything gets such a mess. Announce your glory as if you were pregnant. Claim it. Watch. But sometimes what your blessing isn't in the form that your mind wanted it, because it's going to be even better than what you could have ever created. Real talk. The definition of trying to read my writing. My definitions might be different than yours. So a lot of times when I do my posts or my stories, whatever the topic is, I do the definition. Like I was going to do one on everything matters, and I have the definition of ignorance, the definition of just all kinds of different ways. My mind's going in so many topics at once right now. It's like, if you've experienced your spiritual awakening, I want to encourage it. I use all methods without using anything to mess with free will. I am an artist only. It's for entertainment purposes. My method, my crystal ball is a storm that you're going to feel the wind gust from. The storm this year, the name storms, it was crystal ball. I was going up north. but you'll feel the gust from where you are. No pun. Crystal ball, just the name of this year's storm. I use the tarot and crystals, meditations, trying to find little methods that the crystals activate each other. It's for outside of, my touch to people. It's a way to heal. Hey, I'll try to heal people. I'll try to do things. It ain't wasting my time. I don't believe I believe that I trust what I can't see more than what I can. But I believe our higher consciousness has a lot to do with it. Your archangels, the chain of command. I don't even so much, when I pray, I'm not even directing it to God, because God already knows. He's waiting for you. So our forces that are not with us, like all the loved ones that we lose, I feel like that's our army that is behind us, protecting us stronger than if they were here. That's my thoughts. But I hear people say you can just call out, ask your angel their name, and they'll tell you. Well, come to find out, my archangel's name is Michael. But they all have different forces, different methods. Bottom line is, I don't believe in anything. I believe in everything. Everything we're taught is a lie. Lie, 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 lie. And you know what? Illuminati. And it's our only entertainment. What do you want us to do? You want us to do it? You don't want us to do it. Confused. Martial law. Man, are y'all watching how this shit is going? Y'all realize they're like setting it up. They're putting their pieces down, and we are so stupid. We have to be told what to do. We are the dumbest creatures. The apes were like, when they're 99% our DNA. They gain more smarts. Whether I choose to or not, I'm on my knees, Lord, but I won't stop. Set aside the fiction and facts, letting go and learning to relax. I'm trying to learn and understand how to express to you that the amazing true grace and love that is within you. There's no time to play, though the end is near, and I continue fighting to my last breath. I'm here. I know I look all crazy, and I'm okay with that. I know I'm created by our Lord Father, and those are my facts. A broken body and a scattered soul, but I'm in recovery, showing all the world through all I know. I sit back and I look out the window as I'm watching this wounded plant as it starts to grow. It's starting to heal as I've watched it day by day, the natural resources given in all the natural ways. I'd send it love. It may sound crazy to you, but when it has nothing, what else can it lose? So every time I'm lost and in a daze, I'll glance over and try in my little ways. To help with the positive thought of hope, I provided for us slowly as I watched it grow. By the combinations of God's love and the love sent through the energy given from above, nothing wrong with believing in prayers and thoughts. So sending to you through my window pane a message of creating a positive wave. Isn't that cute? Free will, that's where everything is all messed up. God cannot fix our choices. Our choices are our choices. Can't get mad over that. That's where life gets complicated. If you cannot see God's true love, in the end, he always fixes things. And I don't know, people are power driven, thinking that they did it. The most important key of any of this is your attitude. how you let it affect you, and how you handle it. And that's like the Floyd thing. Dummies, 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 dummies. I understand the rage, because listen, if I had legs, I probably wouldn't have no motherfucking problem being right there. You feel me? Like, everybody in authority, I've had DCF touching on me, okay, and I was too scared to say anything because I didn't want to lose my kids. My dad was an outlaw, so every time I get beat up at home, they bring me home. They didn't say, but there's rage that should be all up in here, but I'm like learning it in another language, and we truly need to stop it. Do you believe in yourself? Probably not. You probably rely on your dude, on your mom, or, well, guys, I don't have not a single soul that I can count on to come through for me. Dennis Virgil, I'll tell you what, I'm blessed because how he handles it. You know, I'm very, very grateful. But in my whole life, that it's the only one left standing, so to speak. So to speak. Hello. Hey. I love you too. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Are you gonna go by the dollar store for me? Okay. Yeah, but I'll probably need you to call me when you get there, because the chalk that I want, you know when we normally go in, how we go in through the craft section? I want the chalk, oh shit, the damn it, the chalk is, on the top shelf down that aisle, and I'll probably have to walk you through it. My medicine bottle opened up, right, and I'm sitting here on it sweating, and you can just figure the rest out. But I'm still recording. I'm not stopping it. I'm on a roll, get in and out, but I got Adderall stuck to my butt. I got Adderall stuck to my butt. That I didn't know I was sitting on the damn it. I didn't know I was sitting on the bottle, but I'm recording and I'm not stopping, so let me go back to what I was doing. I'll call you in a few minutes, I guess. I love you too. I apologize. And no, I'm not stopping. And yes, I had prescribed it, so judge me. Okay. Do you believe in yourself? Then trust that when we come across a trial, we're going to get through it. We've gone through it every single time, until now. Like, we're here now. It's not going to change. The only problem is we're not fixing something that we're doing because we're insane. And it's not going to, our pattern isn't going to change if we're not applying effort. If it's not of your heart, it's not going to happen. So sad. It's not going to happen. Now, if you want something bad enough, you'll make it. I was in rehab. I was shooting 30 Roxys a day. Okay, I had a really bad problem, and I got hurt at work, and I got on these from Centricare. Do you know? I lost life pretty much, and I'm not gonna go into all of that realm, but I'd really hurt some feelings, but I don't think I want to touch that, for the fact of my heart. We'll just put it like that. I've wrote the books, and there's colorful ways to do things. Everything doesn't have to be so, negative, I guess we'll call it. It's hot. Let's see. I want to ask for a moment right now that we can agree. You have your God and my God, Earth, for a moment of silence and agreements for some peace. I respect all religion. I respect all belief. I respect all authority. And I just ask that we can come together. And I know that is so far-fetched from my perception and the way that I see it. I'm scared for life. I lift the sick, the lost, the suffering, the addictions, the pain, and the name for healing. That more than I could put into words. When you're an empath and you feel things, it's really it's an energy, and delivering that piece of energy is my struggle. So if we can agree to disagree, that's a start. But everybody wants to take sides, and you know, I want I have some credits to give due to for my growth, and there's two individuals, and I'll touch on that later. But if we all have a purpose in each other's lives. It's how important is life to you, and how much are you listening, and how are you applying it? Because we're a blessing or a lesson, and I want to be a blessing, but it seems like I just end up, nothing shocks me anymore, and that's sad. My emotions are going numb. I think, as from last night, I think I can cry an ocean. Like, all of a sudden, I've got all this, I want to cry out loud type cry, and I could hear, I'm losing people left and right, left and right. It's like there's a rapture going on, and I don't have any emotion to it. Like, I feel cold to people that are trying to get compassion from me, because I'm beyond knowing what to do anymore. But I offer my thoughts, my prayers, any advice to you. Krystles Method is a way to show you it's okay to be a mess. But I tend to have a pretty open mind, and I love to give my heart, and I love feedback. I appreciate the encouragement. I appreciate the support. I can't even begin to tell you like how blessed this curse has been. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I didn't realize how my art has been so therapeutic, and I want people to understand it and get it. So it's not anything specific. It's not even directions. Like, I can't follow directions, instructions. Like, I have an idea and then I'll put it together. I have my own way, like my own, my own symbols. Trying to get this lighting right. There was something I always wanted to talk. Oh, so my dad fought this Vietnam War, and a lot of my friends, as a little girl, we'd be watching TV, whatever, and I would be looking at him, thinking he's gonna go to, my daddy's going to hell because he killed people. He was in the war, and my heart was so sad because I really thought so. And then, as I grow older, I hear about how this government neglected to send aid to our troops, and all this fuckered up stuff. These homeless vets, this VA, they're fucking ridiculous. And you people that have race issues, you like your freedom, right? Okay, because it took us all as a team. You saw that, you know, and they sacrificed. Now we should sacrifice. And we should sacrifice our ignorance. Listen, until you can walk in my shoes, you can't say shit. I can stand next to the Floyds, and you know what? I could probably make them feel better. You know, it's sad, but think about it. It took 8 minutes. If it was even real, some type of way. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I know my case is so beyond scripted, but so powerful and so spiritual that I don't care what the hell you want to call it, but there was a real spiritual warfare, and it's like being shoved under the carpet. No kind of help. Hey, how you doing over there? My prosthesis are broken. My wheelchair is messed up. Don't have no brakes. My wheels are wobbling. I can't get a doctor to hold on to me. They want me to go to be study at a university. Yeah, that's gonna be real nice. I get to be a fucking freak in a window? No, thank you. I probably should. If I had more facts, I'd give it. If I'm off on something, don't believe everything you hear. Okay, do your own research. Seek, seek, seek. We got the web. Guess what? There you go. Google, 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 Google. Google whatever the fuck you want to. But don't just go to one site and don't believe everything you hear. Okay? But believe. But believe. I want to give... I'm extremely limited with my mobility, and being a double amputee, I choose to stay to myself, and the testimony is very real, and I've been directed by my spirit to deliver this, and it should be the most effective path, and with using my resources provided, I'm pretty impressed with the idea. From my sin to yours, pause, rewind, churches and other religions don't get to be attended or received due to unable or uncomfortable teachings, etc., etc. So I share my role with you of my own determination, non-denominational. I'm extremely spiritual and driven by the power that's invested in me. I hope Krystles Method becomes a key of strength and becomes an effective method that you use and apply to yours. Trying to save the world with love and peace, hope and faith. Faith's the key. Our Lord is our reason, and He receives my glory. I'm just a messenger, and a girl can train. No negative energy. Not having it. I rebuke it and I block it. So too bad. I will use the armor our Lord has provided and the resources, and I can just hit delete, block, and screenshot and send to your family. Just be patient before you judge. I'll grow on you. As you see, I'll start to make sense, and I'm understood. I might take a few times to understand me, but if it's messed up or broken, I was probably near it. I've got a crazy effect on everything, and that's been my whole life, and I have been a part of, or I am either a lesson or a blessing. I pay attention to the patterns, echoes, confirmations, which is the same kind of situation happening, and reactions to certain situations. You understand what I'm saying? The same situations happening, and the reactions, you start to be able to tend, that person's going to blow up. Or that. I tend to start being able to know the exact reactions from the same similar situations. Yeah. A basic comprehension of cause and effect that we can apply how we feel when they happen, and we start to truly know. Life moves by the way we feel. The mind and spirit are the worst when they're at war, especially when they're at war. when they do not agree, but don't follow, always follow your belly, what you feel. I guess being a runner on the streets and living that kind of life, I was living a very extremely rapidly eventful, dramatic life. Pretty much been a homeless, wrecked mess. But I felt always having a place to sleep, that I was good. I never even realized I was homeless till I wrote this. And that's how good God is. That's how merciful. Just these little stupid things. I feel like God gives you a hug and a kiss every day, which it could be called a blessing. We all have different methods or words. And I had to walk home from the hospital in worse pain type thing, and there's trash everywhere, and it's hot, and I'm miserable, and I walk in, I'm looking, I see the most prettiest flower, and I knew, like, that was, like, I'm not getting into my personal relationships, I'm not getting into my trauma, no, I've never been a selfish person. I've always kept myself, not wanting to get comfortable, because once you get comfortable, then people start thinking that when it's unappreciated, you got to keep appreciating. Thank everything. Count your blessings. Every freaking thing is a blessing. When your animals protect you and they love you. They don't complain. They eat what you give them when you give it to them. And how they can be mistreated, I'll never know. It breaks my heart. They're loving you to your convenience, to sacrifice. I don't like to reflect on my pain, because if I truly open that Band-Aid, I don't know what flow might occur. I let my moments and my current events of things direct and be a part of my solutions to my answers to my situations. At the exact moment, my life dramatically eventful. I don't like to argue. I don't like to disagree. I'm literally at the mercy and in the hands of our Lord, the Spirit within me. But what I do is of my true heart and faith. He always saves me. He shows me so much love and is merciful. Psalms 23:4. But I've been learning about the chain of command. We are not the only ones here on this plane. Okay, we have all kinds of species. We have different dimensions. There's so much going on, and you're so sheltered, closed-minded if you think that we are the only thing here, only existence. I'm proud of myself. I've always had a big heart, always try to solve problems and assist. Okay, so this is something that I had found. One thing, you're immortal to your spiritual body. When realization, when it starts to take effect, things will start moving more quickly. Feeling is the greatest essence of communicating. And Krystles Method is creative wisdom. People may forget what I say. People may forget what I have did. But they will not forget how I made them feel. I have some facts about this Puppet World show here. The puppet show world, corrupt, deliberate design, so many ways, so many levels, so many aspects of our lives. So many people cannot see what's right in front of their face, and it becomes a normal part of everyday life. Our thoughts are not being carefully monitored. Our thoughts are being carefully monitored by the system we're in. No surprise, Hollywood. Anyways, mind control. Wands were made from a hollow tree in Hollywood. And it's called that because it had magical powers. magic spells to make people believe. Change reality. Hollywood is known for ancient trends from magic and the influence that it had on people. How much have we been played by our own belief system that we have been superimposed? Are your thoughts or someone else's? Think about that. Did they get you to go along with them, or do you truly believe? Your teacher, are they asking you to step in their reality, or are they throwing or showing you, which is like dogma, which I did a skit on that. Are they showing you the threshold of your mind? Simply, sometimes we tend to pick up others' belief systems over our own, having an attitude just because we were told to be. Or isn't it a reality was it a reality planted by another? Social injustice, political correctness, all racism, all corrupt authority, all stuff we're facing. It's all a result of programming and people adopting other people's belief systems and accepting their thoughts as their own. Are your thoughts yours? Are they real or not? Are they true or false? Generally, typically, people are living someone else's thoughts and life. You better check yourself. The human species, we have been subjected to so much programming, it's becoming hard to discern where people's beliefs come from. Are you prepared enough to look deep at that question? Deliberate effort is to merge all species together, all races, all religion. We speak of unity, all one, but that's got to be from a spiritual aspect. We need to keep our cultural diversity. That's what makes the world the universe, which is what makes it so amazing. We all have been programmed to accept this merging into one. Notice, when you're listening to stuff, repeated pattern 3 times. That's a part of the programming, brainwash control. Going back to the fact that people would find the word Negro offensive. It's all a part of the same plan. The human species, the antipods, antiproach, different kinds of humanoids, antipods, descendant kinds, the Caucasian gene, the Negroid gene, astrological gene, Oriental gene, Mongoloid gene. Not racist, not derogatory, all reference to people's natural genealogy. Nowadays, if you refer to a black person as a Negroid, they find it offensive, etc. If you're white, why do you get upset? You know, when you're people, we are trained to hate ourselves. If we merge all people into one race, first everyone would have to agree. We all have to be ashamed and refuse in any reference to their own gene, their heritage, which is political correctness. What do you think the government is doing? We all want to have different. We are trained. If we're white, tan, not to, to need more. Disconnect from yourself. It's all programming. People have been trained to hate. They're trained to hate themselves. Because the government, people are becoming ashamed of their sexuality, their race, happy to be exterminated for a better word. I have fought too hard to survive in this country, tooth and nail, and when we look at our Western countries, a lot of migrants and government handouts and all other races are limited, and it's all eligible. Migrant over white privilege. There's no such thing as white privilege. It's a part of mind program. Just a lot of people at the top, but basically it's all to keep us, 1, at each other's throats, 2, disrespect. Everything we've been taught is a lie. And if you take the pyramid and the one from the sky and you put them together, what does it make? The 6-pointed star. Star of David. So there you go. Okay, put down racism, cultures, beliefs, and all things that separate us come together support from slave system. So assertively, we need to be responsible for ourselves. Freemasons. Is King James a Freemason? If so, little change. King James Version's Bible. Now, on the King James Bible, there's no words written on the book in English on the front cover, and the word Lord and God are absent. And when you go to court, normally that's the Bible that you pray on. When you go to court, it's called the King James Version, and nothing is written on the cover. Then you're swearing on a book that has the Lord removed by a deliberate deception. And if it is in the legal system based on biblical law, they have given you a book that has the word God removed from it to swear on as you enter into court. What are you actually doing? Life has consumed us with so much hand-created, man-made disasters. HARP. We don't need to get into all that, but mama gonna get mad. Mother Nature, all the corners are being, we're rocking. Y'all know, y'all feel this, right? Y'all, population control. FEMA is with Walmart. They're in on that. So just a thought. Food for thought. So I end this little thing. Yeah, I accomplished it. So life is constantly speaking to you. So be still and listen. Read between the lies, because everything is a message. We're so brainwashed and busy that we forget to count our blessings. I can show you better than words that I say. So just be still, alert to your signs each and every day. I can say it could be quite overwhelming though, but one thing I know for sure is that this devil don't like me. That's for sure. Can I ask for a moment for all of us to agree and rebuke this devil and get this bitch to flee? I try with everything I say and I do in all my little venues. Can I get a chance to breathe? I'm SLD, that's slow learning with disabilities. Oh, deadly force. Yeah. Known as lethal force. It's a force that is likely to cause serious bodily injury or death to another human body or person. Most jurisdictions justify as using it for last resort when all lesser means have failed and cannot reasonably be employed. Mr. Floyd had a fake $20 bill. When the cops approached him, he was told, get on the ground and handcuffed. He was actively resisting arrest. You know, not a big deal. Was shot, and he dies. Now, mind you, in my case, I am 5'2". You know, at stun gun would have worked just fine too. George Floyd repeatedly told officers he couldn't breathe. Accused of, based on footage, statements, and witnesses, video footage, and official statements, a fake $20 appeared, and he appeared drunk. Officers pulled a gun and put handcuffs. He actively resisted, so he lost his life over that. I don't like, you know, the fact that our police are what they are, but we have corrupt in every department, and everywhere we go. We just have to accept our situation and get smarter and start reaching out to one another so we can maybe get a little bit ahead of the game. I have created a 12 steps to spiritual awakening, like this 12 step AA. Those will be other segments. I'm going to end this one. It's Krystles Method. She's dope. Get addicted. It is I think Thursday the 26th. I love you, my vets. Thank you for fighting and sacrificing for my freedom. I thank you, my brothers and sisters, in the name of love. I thank those that have positive thoughts and encourage, like just a good soul. And those that are lost, please let me help be the one to show you where the light is, because it's right here, okay? You just got to seek. I'm on Facebook. You can look up Krystle Anderson, Krystle Anderson. I have a bunch of pages because I forgot passwords, so you just have to see the most active one. And this is my YouTube channel. So you guys gotta check out my daughter Kaya. She's got a little TikTok and she's so amazing. She does her own kind of skit. Well, I'm going to go now. I don't know, roll. I got 61 minutes on this bitch. This is something I just made today. Look at this. I'm gonna do the Gods and Monsters song to it because I love that song so much. But look at this. Like, I'm making a video. I think I've already posted it. All I'm trying to do is get you to, how many faces do you see? What do you see? That's the beginning of opening up your mind. All right, and you don't need acid to do it. You just need some Krystles Method. There you go. Love to you all.